All right, guys, so we're going to get started. I know it's a busy holiday season, so if you're listening to the recording of this, awesome. People may hop on as we go, but wanted to just give you guys something that I'm going to focus on for the next week or so to keep my business moving forward, but to keep this simple as I'm navigating the holidays and the kids. So I am going to get my post up on Instagram for the day. I haven't posted on there yet. So using my content calendar, I'm going to take the next 5 minutes and just get my post up there, get my caption, my hashtags, those kinds of things up and running. So I'm going to take the next like 3 to 5 minutes and make sure I get my post up. So if you are watching the recording, go ahead and just follow along with me as I walk us through this little network hour with some invitations and follow-ups and stuff in there. So okay, so I just got to get my hashtags on there and then I'll be good. I'm a little distracted sending an email. So just gonna do that. All right, so I got my post up. I put a poll up on Instagram earlier as well. So I always make sure I at least do on one poll for the day to just connect with people. So I will usually go back and do that. And so that's on Bar. So I did that on Bar Blend to give them a free preview. So I'll kind of go through these and see who these people are and send them this. So these are also my invites. So at this point, I'm checking a poll or I'm putting a poll up. So I am going to do those. I'm going to answer those people back and send them a message for Bar. And that will look like, I'm my goal for 2020 is to be a little bit more organized with my scripts and everything, so that everything's in a folder. So pull those up. And hey, I saw your vote on my bar blend poll. I would love to share the sample workout with you. I did it in October. It was awesome. Here's the link. It's about 30 minutes and you can use a lightweight set of dumbbells, but if you don't have them, that's fine too. And then I just send them the preview link. I will copy and paste that. And I will answer those messages. And again, those are now invites. So I've been trying, and I took this tip this week from the National Wake Up Call again, getting back into that habit of always putting a call to action at the end of my videos, because you're showing the people what the workouts are like. So why would you not give them something to connect with you about the workouts on? Like, would you like to try this? Could you work out from home? Do you work out from home? Those kinds of things. So I'm going to see if I can do this from my computer because it's usually easier. All right, that is working for that one. That one. You guys, I have like some people that vote on every single poll and do all of that. So I get it. And I just keep sending them information because I'm like, you keep interacting, I'm going to keep like doing what you're asking. Like there's no way you're like accidentally hitting every single poll that I have. So I just keep doing it. Like, hey, I saw your vote. I saw your vote. I saw your vote. Even if they're not responding to me, you know, they are watching, and I get like one time that they're not meaning to, but repeatedly, it's like you keep hitting them. They're not in the same, you know, spot every time. So I just keep saying that. So. Okay, so then once I send those poll invites, I track pen and paper. So once I send the messages, I just go back to my messages and I just write them down. So I don't have to write as I go and input them. I just write them after I send the message. And even if it was like a second, like let's say the same person wanted a poll yesterday, I still write their name down. Like because I just go day by day. I don't want to miss somebody in the way that my life is. I just write everyone down every time I send them an invite. And then when I open that message, I just kind of know like, okay, I need to just follow up with them later, or now's not a good time or whatever. So yeah. Okay, so check my polls. And now I kind of go into, I've kind of done this a little bit differently the last few times. I'm going to go into my messaging first, because what I was finding was I was doing all of the following and adding and all that stuff, and then I'm getting to messages and Instagram is blocking me. So I am going to send my messages to my followers. So I keep this super simple. I wonder if I can share my screen. Hold on a second. I keep this super, super simple, so that way it is not like I can do this from my phone or from my desktop. So when I send messages to people who are liking my or following my page, um, I just simply go to my notes app and I have it titled IG message. And then I have IG messages for followers. So one of those two messages, Lincoln got my thing. Uh, oh, he deleted. Oh, right here. Thanks for the follow back. So I just put that. I'm gonna fix this. So I have thanks for the follow. So if they're blue and it says follow, I send them this message. If they followed me back, it says I'm following. That means that they're probably following me back from that 100. So it just acknowledges the fact that they're following me back. Stories, I want to come by, see your name, watching my story. So I have these 3 messages that I just copy and paste. They're super short, super simple, but it connects them with what I'm posting about and opens that conversation. Hopefully there's something there that you can really relate to. Is there something specific that stuck out? And then here's same for the post. Hey, thanks for liking my post about my virtual coaching business. Thank you for liking my post yesterday. Depending on what kind of post it is, I'll just word it. But yeah, so same thing with the challenge group poll. I saw your vote on my deets. Same thing with that bar blend one that I would just put right in there. So I have it, but I've just been using my bar blend script. So I just keep a notes app right in here. Same thing with my new mom messages for Facebook. I just copy and paste this and send this to 5 people on Facebook. So that is that, and that's what I'm going to do now. And sometimes I can send 10 of these, and sometimes I can send 3. So I just send as many as I can and make sure that I'm messaging everyone who's followed me for the day. And just and then this also is a good spot for me to kind of clean up if there's someone weird that followed me. Or a guy or something, I can remove them and block them. So. And during my network hour, I was doing like comments back and stuff. So if they're following me, but I'm not following them back, but I can still see their account, I will go and comment on a few of their pictures so that we're getting that relationship back and forth. I don't know if you guys can hear him out there or not, but I'm gonna turn down. Okay. So those are a few like new contacts. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 new contacts today from my followers, which is fine. So then I'm going to go to my last post and see if there are any new people that I can message from that, because we want to build those connections first and send those messages. So mine was about the kids last night, so we will see what comes up. Sometimes those are good and sometimes those are bad, but again, it might be somebody that I haven't ever connected with. So and if someone at this point like catches my eye, I will click on them and see if I can comment back on anything that they have and see if there's anything that I relate to. Don't like and comment if you really don't relate to it, because it's just going to keep popping up in your newsfeed. So some people you just look like you're going to connect with, and some people maybe not so much. So.
Declare his glory among the nations, his marvelous works among all the peoples. For great is the Lord and greatly to be praised. He is to be feared above all gods. For all the gods of the peoples are worthless idols. But the Lord made the heavens. Splendor and majesty before him, strength and beauty are in his sanctuary. So ascribe to the Lord, O families of the peoples. Ascribe to the Lord glory and strength. Ascribe to the Lord the glory to his name.
So just to give you an idea, like what I do during this time. So my last post was about the kids going to the Elf on the Shelf post. So this girl, I've never talked to her, but she follows me. So I sent her a message. Hey, Anne, thanks so much for the love on my post with the kids last night. We had so much fun. Do you have kiddos too? Any fun Christmas plays you love to see? So it was 100% pertinent to the post that I had up last night. Not anything about health and fitness. I'm just trying to see if that conversation can go anywhere and if we can chit chat as just people in general. So. Sing Jesus. Jesus, yesterday, today, Okay. So I've sent some messages, done that. I've invited, what did we do? One, two, three, four, five from my poll. And then earlier today from a different poll, I invited one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 people today to a bar workout or 9 free sample workout. So initiated those 9 conversations today, sent some connections, and now I'm going to go in and kind of network and do that network hour. So what do you want to go do? We are going to go into following 100 on a brand or a store or something like that that you can connect to and meet with some people. So this is where I go, like a book I'm reading from the author I really like. I go to her page and kind of check her out and see um, her people are going to be my people. So I go over there and follow the people on her account and kind of, again, connect with them. Like if they let me follow them right away, they have a public account, I go to their page and kind of snoop around and see if we can connect on anything and actually network.
I fix my eyes on what's above. Angels stand around your presence, God. I will become what I behold. Know you, Lord, as I am fully known. The more you I see, the more you're changing me. My heart will overwhelm who you are. The more you I see, the more resting place where your power can be displayed. The more of you I see, the more you're changing me. My heart be overwhelmed with who you are. The more of you I see, the more you're changing me. My heart be overwhelmed with who you are. I will become without you. I will abandon all. There is nothing you're from me, God. I will become what I become. I will abandon all. There is nothing you're from me, God. I will become what I become. I will abandon all I've got. There is nothing you're from me, God. I will become what I become. I will abandon all I've got. There is nothing you're from me, God.
And I've been looking at people's stories to see if they're coaches, because some of them do a really good job in like not hiding, like curiosity marketing in their feed, but then in their stories, they're like straight up all about the beach body. So good little tip.
Changing me. More of you I see.
Okay, so got that done. And now I'm just gonna go through my news feed and like and comment on what I see. So I know that this stuff seems tedious, but I had a girl message me and say she followed me back because not only did I follow her, but I went and like commented on the photo. So it wasn't just a quick follow. If I could follow them back right away, I was going and commenting on their stuff. So, that's important. And then when they do follow you back, if they can pop up in your newsfeed or when you're messaging them, you can send them a message and maybe like a comment or two. It again just shows that you're not just liking to following to follow, but you're there to want to build a relationship and a friendship. Okay, so now you go into hashtags that you're using and see if anyone, and then just comment on some of those photos. So right now I'm like marry everything as a hashtag that I've been using since December. So kind of the same thing. I just open my phone and I'm just scrolling and commenting. Again, I'm not following anybody. I'm not doing anything. I'm just seeing if a photo catches my eye or there's something that I like, I'm making a comment. So that's what's going on. And again, don't like every photo. If you don't like it, don't like it. Okay, so I did that post. I'll do another one, a little bit more. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so did all that. So this is kind of the network thing that I follow. I post an engaging post, I post a poll or check a poll from earlier, follow 100, compliment on followers and strangers, which I do through people that I'm following. And as I message people who are following me back and that kind of stuff, pay attention to my newsfeed, tag a friend or share a post of somebody else, which I did earlier today. So again, I just try not to, sometimes they don't always like, I don't want to search for it. If it hits me, great, I share it. I unfollowed some people, followed 5 followers, messaged the people who do my poll, engage and comment on posts and things like that with people, message people who liked and comment on my last post, invite off of polls, posts, stories, and conversations. So that chunk I did earlier today before I went to the Christmas party, because I knew that would take a little bit of time. So I answer my Instagram messages, my Facebook messages every day, and invites come through that. So I shared this with my team earlier, but this is how I'm just continuously moving my business forward. I'm not sitting down and doing any huge power invite sessions. One, I don't feel like I don't have the time to do that right now and to keep up with those conversations and give those people the time that they deserve when they message me back. So I am building my network, keeping present, posting on social media, staying up to date with my inbox, and giving opportunity for the people who are following me to invite and see that I have opportunities with BAR and the 9 sample workouts, to keep things, again, super simple for me until next Thursday when our life kind of slows down and I'm back to my intentional time. So this might not be like the huge hustle hour. It might not feel like a ton, but if you guys have been watching me enough on this team, you know that, there are roller coasters. If you've been on the team for long yourself, you know that there's dips and flows. And the key to keeping that consistency is to be able to just do a little bit each day and never pull yourself out from going all in or nothing at all. So this next 7 days, I'm going to do my best to do this networking hour and make sure I stay up to date on my Facebook messages, my Instagram messages, and have those natural conversations with people naturally watching me as I'm building those conversations, the invites. I had 7 of them today just kind of come out in those conversations and in those polls. So hopefully this was helpful for you guys. I'll post the recording up here tomorrow. But thank you for hopping on, and we'll see you guys later. Merry Christmas.